I was actually thinking about this the other day. If someone had to take everything away from me tomorrow, every business, every client, every cent in my bank, I genuinely believe I could build it all over again. Not because I'm some genius and not because I have some secret formula that nobody knows, but because over the past 10 years, I've made about every business mistake you can imagine. I've started businesses that have completely failed. I've started businesses that have worked. I've spent money on the wrong things. I've hired people. I've manufactured products. I've imported stock. I've worked in corporate. I've built brands from scratch and sold them. I now run a digital marketing agency. I managed millions in advertising spend across multiple different industries. And every single one of those experiences, every win, every failure, every expensive lesson taught me something I couldn't have learned any other way. So today, I don't want to teach you about marketing. I don't want to give you a 5-step framework. I want to tell you the things I wish someone had told me before I ever started my first business. Because honestly, if I'd known these things earlier, everything would have been faster, cheaper, and a lot less stressful. The first thing I wish someone had told me: stop waiting for the perfect business idea. Honestly, I think people spend months, sometimes years, trying to find a unique product or service, trying to figure out whether they should start a Shopify store, sell on Etsy, start an agency, do drop shipping, create digital products, or launch a service business. And while they're sitting there thinking about it, nothing happens. Nothing. And I get it, because I did the exact same thing. I spent so long trying to figure out the perfect business before I even started. When the truth is, you don't need the right business. You don't need to spend hours thinking about it. You find it by starting something. Just start. Not from planning, not from spending years waiting to launch. Here's what I actually believe after doing this for over 10 years. I don't think the idea matters as much as the execution. You can have an average idea and execute it really well. You can build something genuinely successful. But you can also have an incredible idea and do absolutely nothing with it. Or worse, do everything wrong with it. I have seen both. The people who are winning aren't the ones who waited until they had the perfect idea. They're the ones who started with a good enough idea. And it got better and better as they went. Your first version of a business will never be your final version. It's not supposed to be. The purpose of your first version is to teach you what the second version, third version, fourth version will look like. So stop waiting. Start something. Start messy if you have to. Just start. Just do something. Post about it, create it, build the website, hop on and do videos. Because if you don't start, you're never going to get anywhere. I genuinely believed, for longer than I'd like to admit, that if I built something really good, if I had found the perfect product or service, that people would find it. That it would just become successful. And the reality is, they won't. They didn't. Nobody is sitting at home refreshing Google, hoping you launch a business today. Nobody is lying awake at night thinking, oh, I really hope someone starts a business that sells exactly what I'm looking for. The internet is noisy, it's oversaturated. Every single day, you are competing for attention against thousands of other businesses exactly like yours. Other creators, other brands, other people all trying to do the same thing and get the same eye on what you have to offer. And what I have learned after managing millions in ad spend and building brands across multiple different industries is that marketing isn't something you do after you've built the business. Marketing is the business. The product, the offer, the service, it's almost secondary. Think about the brands you love, the ones you buy from repeatedly. You probably don't buy from them because they have the objectively best products in the world. You buy from them because they've reached you. They've built trust with you. They've stayed in your world. They've connected with you. They found something that you needed and were able to communicate a message that made you feel something. They were the first thing you thought of. That's marketing. And the businesses that figure this out early grow. The ones that treat marketing as an afterthought or something they'll get to later struggle early on, no matter how good the product or service is. I've seen genuinely brilliant products and ideas fail because no one even knew they existed. And I've seen really average products or oversaturated products that are already in the market do exceptionally well because they had good marketing. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Start marketing before you think you're even ready. Do not wait for the perfect website, the perfect creatives, the perfect photo shoot. Just start. Post about it, talk about it, show people what you're building. Do a video, show behind the scenes. Just start creating business awareness, because the business that nobody knows about doesn't even exist. The next thing I want to discuss with you that I wish I learned early on in starting a business is that revenue doesn't always equal profits. I used to get so excited seeing revenue numbers. I'd look at the dashboard and think, wow, we did 100,000 this month. Until I actually sat down and worked out how much of that money I could actually keep. And it wasn't any. Because revenue sounds impressive, but revenue isn't what pays your bills and keeps your business running. Revenue isn't what gives you freedom. Profit does. And the gap between revenue and profit is where most new businesses get a very uncomfortable surprise. So let me break it down. You sell a product for 3,000 Rand. Sounds great. But then you've got your cost of goods, your packaging, your shipping, your advertising spend to get that customer in the first place, your platform fees, your software, your subscriptions, your staff. If you had to suddenly add this all together, how much does that leave you with after you have sold the product? I've seen businesses doing impressive revenue numbers, but that's where they were quietly losing money every single month. And I'm in it. I've been in it. I'm currently in it with the business. The numbers are there, but where is the profit? Nobody actually sat me down and calculated the real margins. Number one rule in business is know your numbers, not just your revenue, your margins, your cost per acquisition, your average cost per order, your profit per sale. These aren't operational things to eventually figure out. They're the foundation of every good business decision you will ever make. So the next thing I want to discuss is the actual product. People don't buy products. They buy trust. This is probably the most important thing I have learned. And it sounds so simple when I say it, but most businesses completely underestimate it. People don't buy products. They buy trust. Think about the last time you bought something from a brand that you'd actually never heard of. What did you do before you placed the purchase? You probably checked the reviews. You went onto their Instagram, you looked at their website, maybe you even Googled them. Why? Because you wanted reassurance. You wanted evidence that they were actually real, that other people had bought from them and that they were happy. That is something, this is reassurance. Because if something went wrong, there was actually a human being you could contact. And here's what I've noticed across every single business I've built and every client I've ever worked with. The ones that grow consistently, the ones that convert cold traffic into paying customers, have one thing in common. People trust them. Not because they have the fanciest website, not because they've spent thousands on ads, but because every single touch point, the website, the Instagram, the emails, the packaging, the customer service, consistently signals that this is a real business. These are real people. You can trust them with your money. Trust is unfortunately built slowly and lost instantly. Every review you collect builds it. It builds your business. Every personal response to a customer message builds it. Every piece of consistent content you post builds it. And the businesses that invest in trust early on find that it eventually becomes their biggest competitive advantage, because you cannot buy trust, you can only earn it. So this is a very valuable lesson that you need to learn early on, is post all your reviews, create videos where people can see that you are actually a real human, you've got a real business. Trust is everything you need to start seeing consistent sales in your business. The next part that I want to discuss with you is ads. I'm going to dive a lot deeper into paid ads because I've been doing paid ads for a long time and I've got a lot of experience in them. But the one thing I want to teach you in this video is that paid ads do not fix businesses. They amplify them. I hear this almost every week. Someone comes to me and says, "Can you please run Facebook ads for me?" And my answer is always the same. Maybe, but before we spend any money on advertising, let's look at the business. Does the website actually convert? Do you have real reviews? Is your email marketing set up? Do people trust your brand when they land on it? Because the truth that most people don't want to hear, Facebook ads don't fix businesses. They amplify them. If your business is genuinely good and you've got a really good service or product, and let's say your store is set up and it converts really well, if people trust you, if your product delivers, ads are incredible. They will help you grow your business. Your business will be successful. But if your business has problems, if your store is slow, confusing, it doesn't build trust, ads will just send people to the problem. They will create more problems faster. You will spend money and not get any consistent sales. You are basically throwing money away at your expense. I've seen people spend thousands on advertising for a store that was never set up to convert. And then they'll go blame the ads. Oh, my ads didn't work. No, your ads were set up perfectly. They would have worked. The business was not ready for your ads. So before you spend a single cent on paid advertising, send your store link to at least 20 people. 20 people you trust. Ask them to go through the entire website and the buying process, and ask them to be completely honest. Ask them where they got confused. Ask them where they lost trust. Ask them if they'd actually buy from you. Fix those things first before you run any ads, because ads are a multiplier. They will work. Ads will make things bigger, but they will not help you if the foundation of your business is not set up properly. So make sure what you're multiplying is worth multiplying. Then the next part that I want to discuss with you is the actual systems that need to happen in a business. The back end sort of operational side that a lot of us don't want to dive into, and we want to do more of the marketing, the creating the product, the more fun side of it. But systems beat motivation every single time. And I think this is probably the biggest lesson of all that people could take, the one that took me the longest to truly understand. Business isn't about working harder. I know that's what most people want to hear, because a majority of us will stay up late, working harder. It should feel more productive. It feels like I'm doing something, so eventually I will see a return. There were seasons where I was working ridiculous hours, early mornings, late nights, weekends. I thought if I just pushed harder, stayed up later, worked through more weekends, everything would eventually come together. But it didn't. This is what I realized, that eventually businesses that grow aren't the ones being held together by sheer willpower and long hours. They're the ones that have proper systems in place. Processes that work whether you're there or not. Marketing that runs consistently, not just when you're feeling motivated. Customer service that responds reliably, not just when you remember to check. Content that goes out on a schedule, not just when inspiration strikes. because motivation is unfortunately unreliable. Some mornings you wake up fired up and ready to take on the world. Other mornings you don't want to get out of bed. And if your business depends on you being motivated, it's going to be inconsistent. And inconsistent businesses do not grow. I learned this the hard way. The goal isn't to always work harder. The goal is to build something that actually works, even when you don't feel like working at it, even when life gets in the way, even when you're tired. Systems create that. You need systems. Motivation is helpful. It gets you across the line, but you need to spend time building your processes and your systems in the background so that if you have to walk away for a week, the business would still run. And then the thing that nobody talks about, there's one more thing that I actually want to say. And I don't hear many people talk about this honestly. Building a business is really lonely, especially in the early stages, when you're working on something that nobody can fully see yet or don't believe in, when you're putting in long hours and not seeing any results, when everyone around you has a stable salary and you're wondering if you're building something that might just not work. This feeling is so normal. It doesn't mean you're failing. It doesn't mean you chose the wrong path. It means you're doing something hard. And hard things feel hard. The people who build businesses that last aren't the ones who never doubt themselves. They're the ones who keep going anyway, through the doubt, through the slow months, through all the mistakes. I've been there more times than I can count. And every single time, the thing that pulled me through wasn't a strategy or a tactic. It was just deciding to keep going one more day, and then one more day after that. That's it. That's the secret that nobody puts in to a course, a framework, a video. Just keep going. That's the only way you're going to build something worth looking back at. The early stages are always the hardest. So, if you've watched this video hoping I'd give you some magical secret that's going to make your business successful overnight, there isn't one. I wish there was. But here's what I can tell you. Everything I've talked about today can be learned. Marketing, execution, margins, trust, systems. None of it is out of reach. And that's exactly why I started this channel. Whether you're trying to build your very first online business from scratch, or you've been at it for years and you just can't figure it all out. You cannot figure out why things aren't growing. I want this to be a place that helps you figure out your next steps, because I genuinely believe that some of the most capable entrepreneurs in the world are sitting on ideas right now, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting until they feel ready, waiting until they have enough money, time, enough confidence. And I want to be the person who tells you, honestly, the perfect moment isn't coming. Ready is a feeling that comes after you start, not before. And you're more capable than you think you are. If any of that resonates with you, please subscribe, because this is just the beginning, and I will see you in the next video.